Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, doo-dah day.
All right, sorry, technical difficulties there at the last minute. Apparently, StreamYard and Joe Dog's Facebook did not get along, and I had to all of a sudden remove it right at the end of the opening credits. Come here. I'm Dan Hollifield. I don't know how we're going to top Stupid O'Clock tonight, but that one is definitely going to be a very highly rated episode eventually when enough people. Oh well, I'm ghosting, but at least my voice is live. Sorry, had to pet the cat. My co-host Billy No Mates is on the floor here, rolling around and wanting to be scritched, but I don't have time. And he's not coming any closer to the chair, so I can hold him up to the camera. He is a very beautiful little kitty, Cheryl, and just you would not believe how nice this feral cat is, or how housebroken he has become on his own merits without us trying to do anything other than, "Mm, you want some food?" And he even took over the dog's bed earlier tonight, after which I had to go to the living room and get the cat and bring him behind the baby gate so that the dog could not get through because the dog was definitely determined. I hardly ever sleep on that bed, but that cat's there. I'm going to sleep on it right now. That said, hell of an intro. How do I do a segue? I don't know. I can't stand up straight that long. With me tonight, we got Joe Botman, we've got Aunt Donna, we've got Nick Tockert, and we have Dawn. And
Howdy ho, good neighbors. Okay.
what on earth did we do? What did we unleash?
My Wi-Fi is I don't know how long I'll be on.
Well, you're sounding okay now.
Okay.
Zach's not coming over.
Zach rarely does.
There
Well,
were
he might be talking about his rocket with Joe Dog.
I was talking to them. Zach was having about a 15-second delay
Mm.
in everything, so the video would move and the audio wouldn't. So he just kind of, that's part of why he was so quiet.
Ah.
But now I hope my system still holds for tomorrow because I don't understand how it's functioning.
It
I went
won't
to
because it'll be your show and not somebody else's.
Don't turn it off.
I literally took a picture of the
Just turn it
screen.
on,
I was
Nick.
going to show
Turn it
Joe
on.
what the scrambled code looked like. The picture corrupted on my phone.
Wow.
Who you piss off, Nick?
Yes.
The
Well, you know what?
Techno
There was
gods.
that techno cult. They got mad at me. The COS got mad at me. A couple groups that wore different colored bandanas got mad at me. Bunch of idiots who like to wear sheets and run around in the dark like they're ghosties got mad at me.
Oh, you've met my neighbors.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them up
Fiery bunch.
around this area.
Yeah, I don't doubt it. They breed indiscriminately.
Yeah.
Talk about feral.
So,
I like to talk about feral. We've got some good cats that came in because of that.
Well,
that's true, yeah.
The baby.
oh,
And-
and now he's by the door and wants back out.
Of course.
Yeah, he had to follow me in. Now he wants back on the bed with the dog and Lindsay. So I don't know.
I went on the bed with Lindsay.
I am so not touching that line.
And Dan, you were talking about how he housebroke himself. That's one thing about cats over dogs. Dogs need to be trained, but cats will 9 times out of 10 learn how to use that litter box by themselves.
There
Here's
is
the
no
box.
litter box.
Oh, he goes outside.
He wakes us up in the middle of the night and asks to go outside. He really does.
Again.
When we
You-
made George go from
Well,
inside outside to only
I
inside.
think the dog learned it from the cat. She does the
Oh.
same thing.
Oh, you mean I can wake them up? Well, sure. Just watch this. So Carl fixed my cigar problem.
He brought you some tape.
okay.
I tried to give you some tape.
He brought me a Band-Aid. He couldn't find any tape.
Believe it or not,
Who bobatized your stogie?
This is probably why it was on sale really cheap, because this is a $12 cigar that I bought for $5.
it came with an extra hole.
An extra line from here clear up to here that was broken and open, but having covered that so the air couldn't get in, it smoked rather well.
Until you get down to the Band-Aid.
Well, that's about where I stop anyway.
Believe it or not, that is the actual perfect reason to have a pack of double wides handy.
I never thought about putting a Band-Aid on it because he brought me a cloth one, and one of the plastic ones I had would have probably worked better. But I am thoroughly grateful to him for saving the cigar.
I tried to give you some tape.
Your
fax
arm
machine
wasn't
was not
long
nice.
enough.
The fax machine wasn't working.
Yeah.
Thought was there.
You know,
So
this
what-
is the part where normally I'd say y'all need Jesus, but after Zach's camp, I feel like a lot more specific because wow.
I think Zach's church is why Jesus went into the witness relocation program.
Nick, you know what I tell people that ask me if I found Jesus?
No.
I found him, and he's pretty pissed that you lost him.
That's incredibly accurate. Like, you're not going to see a bit of wince from me on that one because, yeah. Boy.
Yeah, because usually the people who ask that question really need to study a little harder.
Why is Richie in the private chat and not in here with us?
Have you added him?
He should have been part of the group to get the link. Do I need?
Well, no, I mean, is he down along bottom to add in?
Oh, well, that's exactly what it is. I didn't hear the ping.
Hi, Rich. How's your writing going, Rich?
Mea culpa.
So I broke a cashier today.
Oh, Lord.
You did what?
I broke a cashier since my special needs nephew is going to work source here in Danville. April and I now meet for lunch rather than breakfast.
Oh.
And we went to Culver's today, where you can design your own. They call them concrete mixers there.
Yes.
Today's flavor of the day was pumpkin something, and I'm like, oh no. They have blackberry. They're one of the few places that have blackberry. Love blackberry. And I had a coupon. So I handed her the coupon. I said, I want the blackberry with the chocolate custard. Concrete mixes are generally made with the vanilla. I asked for the chocolate because that's just the way I roll. And she totally went. And after finishing taking my sandwich order and everything, they usually give you a little triangle with a number on it so you can go sit down and they bring it to you. She didn't give me a number. She just handed me, I asked for water too, so she handed me the glass for water, and she didn't hand me a number. And I said, don't I get a number? And she just kind of pointed at the receipt machine and took my receipt off and handed it to me. And I'm like, okay. And yeah, there's the number on there, but these people who do the delivering go by the little triangles because they can see them and they can move fast because it's lunchtime. As the lady brings out my concrete mixer, and she's looking all around, and I said, would that happen to be a blackberry and chocolate? And she says, yeah. And I says, that's mine. I didn't get a number. So people at the Culvers in my town are so wonderful. She took the number off my receipt and said, I'll be sure to bring your food to you myself. Which she did. It's just wonderful. But yeah, I broke the cashier. It's fun.
I had to go open the door because I accidentally closed the main door, and it got very, very stuffy in here very, very quickly. So I was listening. I just had to.
Well, I'm that person who will get the cherry pie and ask for a scoop of chocolate on it instead of vanilla. I prefer chocolate. Chocolate and berries and cherries go together very well.
Yes, they do. That is why Queen Anne chocolate covered cherries is still in business because I love it so much.
And you don't have to wait for Christmas anymore.
I never did.
Well, around here, that's the only time they would come to the stores.
Oh.
Was in December. But then dollar and a quarter tree came, and you could get them year round.
Dollar General has learned when I walk in, they better have some damn chocolate covered cherries. Not that I would complain if they didn't. It's just Oh well, okay. He was here. We need to call another truck.
Well, I figure Dan's probably known Queen Anne since she was Princess Annie's cherries, and may have been involved in the first one
Ooh.
going.
Hey,
But
careful, Nick. I'm a year older than Dan is.
according to paperwork, and we all know he refreshes his every so many years as part of the illusion. I know how it
Really?
works.
Occasionally, I even shave and appear as a complete stranger to everybody.
Yeah, I do that too.
My mom says if I ever shave off the mustache, she won't know who I am. I'm going, that must have really confused the doctor at my birth when I popped out with a mustache and glasses. He said, yeah, they scratched. But
Carl has had
Wow.
his mustache since he was like 14 or 15.
6.
His first wife asked him to shave the mustache. She'd never seen him without his mustache. She wanted to see him. He got it half shaved off, and she said, "Oh my God, no, don't do that." He says, "Well, I've got to shave it all now." That happened to be the year he had to renew his license and get a new picture. So there is photographic proof. He showed it to me, and I told him, "You ever shave again, you will not be able to afford the divorce." So he grew the beard.
I recently had my 21st anniversary of being married. And the vast majority of time, unless I was working a job where I had to, I wear facial hair. And there is good reason. Same reason my jaw hurts to this day whenever the weather changes. When my wife and I were dating in college, I received a rather impressive speeding ticket. The kind where you need to make an appearance and have words with people. This involved a mishap involving Steppenwolf and me thinking the individual tailgating me was a drunk, and at somewhere around 127 miles an hour, the officer decided to turn on his lights. But I had to shave as part of getting dressed to go to court. So I hugged my lovely wife, my lovely girlfriend, from behind, like I often did. Right in front of the window where the secretary of the chancellor, the dean of students, I'm sorry, not chancellor, was sitting watching. And she turned around and proceeded to throw a punch that would make Muhammad Ali proud. Literally knocked my jaw out of socket and
Ooh.
laid me out. Hit the ground and she goes, "My boyfriend's gonna kick your butt." That's good to know. Comes out as I literally clunked my jaw back. Oh, so I do not shave often or lightly, and I do not do so without her watching the whole process. So yes, some of us have been bestowed facial hair that should never ever leave under any circumstances whatsoever.
I only go clean shaven when there is a sneezing mishap during my normal shave.
Mm.
Because Misty is like, no.
So I go clean shaven once the beard and everything gets to the point where I'm getting more food in it than I am in my mouth. I have worked on this nice round figure. I plan to keep it. Round is a shape, therefore I am in shape.
Right.
But the other time I shave is when I go down to our main office for picture day.
Mm.
Then I'll go clean shave and everything, and then it confuses the hell out of everybody when I get on the project and I look like this.
Well, Carl is the type. Like I say, he had the full mustache when he was 14 or 15. I think he said. he could shave at 7 in the morning and have a 5 o'clock shadow by 10 o'clock. So
I know that feeling.
Yep.
when
I have a very good friend like that. He has
Yeah.
learned that he is supposed to be a upright walking grizzly bear, and he's fine with that now. And thank you for Donna for not telling us why you shave or don't shave. That's a green room story.
Oversharing, roughing the listener, 3 beer penalty, you're cooler.
welcome back, Don. Well,
Just in
Hey.
time.
just
There was
before
a
we
brown
went,
flag on the field. I'm sorry.
just before we went on our honeymoon, he asked me if I minded that he let his beard grow out, and I'm like, I was wondering if I could ask you to grow your beard out. You know how most men have to kind of grow it and then trim it back and get it before it'll shape in. He had a full beard in like 3 days that looked like he'd had it forever. And yet he had the Witzman bald spot, which that was okay. I don't care about that.
You see, I think it's that there's testosterone, and he's transcended the test in testosterone, and now is like confirmed own. You know, there's no doubt. It's you know,
Oh, honey, there was never any doubt.
Yes, he's no longer into testing. He's into full blown experimentation.
Hmm.
Got a government grant and everything.
After 2 failed engagements and Lord knows how many guys I knew before then, why do you think I married him after knowing him only 3 months?
I can't answer that. This isn't the green room.
It'll be 37 years the end of this month.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I said it. I mean, they said it would never last.
Mm-hmm.
And yet, when my nieces and nephews came to me for advice, I said my first advice was don't do what Aunt Donna did. For one thing, you're way too young. You're only 20.
Early 20s worked pretty well for me, though, so I can't really argue that. You know?
Well, see, I had both my engagements were over by the time I was 22. When I was 25, a detestable sister-in-law pulled me aside and said, "You know, there's no such thing as Mr. Right. There's only Mr. Compromise."
Okay, I'm having some weird connection issues. I'm going to try to do a few more things and I'll try to be back.
Okay.
All right.
You do what you gotta do. We
You guys
love
are
you.
all.
We're going to be here a while.
What?
You're kind of pinging. We're going to be here a while, he said.
Okay.
In the year 2525, if this stream is still alive, we'll be chatting and talking jive.
Don't
Anyway,
tempt me.
That's only 2 more years.
Don't tempt me. I'll be retired. I'll be retired in less than 90 days.
I know. We need to have a whole party for you. Like, it needs to be a major event.
Oh, it's going to be a major event. I don't know if anybody else is going to be there but me, but it's going to be a major
Okay,
event.
so after you sober, you get like 3 weeks of constant sleep to recharge, and then the colossal binge of, lunar-inspired beverages. When you're ready to return to the living. God!
That's not the green room, and
Oh.
we'll have a special green room for you.
My sweet summer child. I'll
I
be
know
able to. I will be functional. Believe me, from day one. And Donna has just recently seen me when I wasn't exactly at my best at Hallowcon, and Joe Dog was
No, but you
taking
were
my
so
drinks
cute.
away.
That wasn't nice.
I know, I know. Well, I'll forgive him one of these days.
I'm sorry. I wasn't there to protect you.
That's all right. That's all right. I don't actually remember it. It was Lindsay telling me about it later.
Oh, I heard something
It was a
interesting.
convention. I didn't have to drive anywhere.
True. I heard something interesting about the con badges this year. I guess somebody thought about putting commas between all the words on mine
No
because of
letters.
between the letters.
No. Aunt Donna does not like the Oxford comma. Joe Dog is.
There would have been
I
two
would I
things
would
that
say
happened.
prankster, but there's a better word for it.
There would have
Instigator.
been two things that happened, and
No, it's a shorter word.
having a wife
Ass
named Donna is probably
hole.
why he thought about it. Number one, I would not wear the badge. I would not have worn the badge. And number two, I would have killed him on Sunday night.
See, that's amateur. That's why you need disappearing, reappearing ink and time it right.
I don't care. Next year, I've already added to my Hallowcon packing list. I'm bringing my label printer with me just in case he does something.
Yes.
Just remember, Donna, don't kill him, maim him. It lasts longer.
He's
That
already
depends on
maimed.
what friends you have on the other side. Anyway, that joke was a gift for Donna. I hope it hit well. Anyway,
And
oh,
and
God.
Joe Dog used to be one of the paranormal investigators in Tennessee. There are probably a lot of folks on the other side that don't want to see him a second time.
Not down there.
I hate to say this, but of the impossible television shows, I would love to watch a paranormal investigation show from the other side.
That would be interesting.
Imagine Steve Irwin's ghost messing with paranormal investigators. Crikey, what we have here is a self-proclaimed psychic. They just go around thinking that they're going to rip off everyone. I'm a pansim and poke him with a stick.
Let me stick my finger in his asshole. That's what Steve Irwin did. There's a tiger over here. Let me stick my finger in his asshole. Oh, he's hungry now, isn't he?
Oh, you're a spicy one, aren't you? Oh, that's a
And
fine shield.
it shows up on the EVP.
It's just broken up.
Oh,
Arsehole.
Lord. I could. God damn it, Nick! I don't have enough shit to write.
Oh,
Where the
wait
hell's
till
my idea pad?
wait till Hallowcon. You're going to need a stenographer for all the ideas you're going to come up with just listening to us.
Recorder.
I am not allowed to start any projects till I finish Haints and Hellfire.
What have we got here, Mr. Bachman?
So apparently a deer decided to cross the road while they were cycling.
Take him out!
Oh.
Go deer! Go deer! Go deer!
Oh.
Go! Oh. Dang it!
That was a dear miss.
Oh.
Okay. Now I understand that bicycling is a great and healthy thing,
Oh.
and these look like fairly tolerable bicyclists. As that dude took a boot to the head, but
Man,
I have
boot
a
to the head.
loathing for cyclists because they close off huge swaths of LaPorte County for this triathlon thing and the different bike
Yeah,
rides,
he did.
and it's well, we're doing this international event. I'm going to help my parents who are having problems. Well, you can't get down that road. Let me explain to you the laws of physics. Are you a cop? Well, no. Then my car is going down this road so I can check on my parents. And the laws of physics state that Frenchmen in bicycle shorts will get out of the way or they won't. Sir, you can't. No, I shouldn't. There's an entirely different thing. I am fully capable. Trust me. I know me. I've seen me do it. Okay.
Notice the
radio
little
had let
kill
you in.
stickers on the
Thank you.
side
If
of
I
the
need to
car.
leave-
How many bicyclists? He became an ace 7
TIE
years
fighter.
ago.
23 bicyclists and David Carradine. Because, yeah, I'm going to pull a death race, reference from way back because why not? Wait, what's that joke?
Oh my God! I just saw they had the entire Death Race 2000 on YouTube
Yes!
mixed in with
Isn't
my
that
boat
glorious?
videos. Not mine personally, but the ones that I watch.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah, they have these suggested for you, and I'm looking at it going, I have never watched anything that has anything to do with something like that.
Oh, I have all that turned off so they don't know, all the things it's supposed to. No, they don't. They never know what to give me. For example, I may have to order this to find out if it's true or not. But I have made no small, no hidden fact that I believe that Christmas follows Thanksgiving, and while I don't mind, people enjoying themselves, the fact that I worked retail means certain songs kind of give me that fortunate son look where I'm 1,000 years off, 1,000 yards out, and Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas is one of them. She needs to stay on the other side of the Blackest of Fridays. That's just how it is. I have made this joke and things about it enough that Facebook's algorithm has decided that I must be interested in Mariah Carey as a keyword. Now, costumes.com is advertising a plush Christmas Mariah Carey that apparently is 85 inches long. I am assuming that this is a typo. That or they're selling a stuffed 7-foot tall Mariah Carey for $14. However, I would very much.
Does it come with a pack of hat pins?
No, I can provide my own. I mean that's nearly that's God, don't get in trouble. That's nearly pinata grade material. But I mentioned this, and I believe there will be many sales of this item for people in, effigy expressing their love and joy for the holidays.
Well, effigy is burning it.
I would neither confirm nor deny that because I don't want to get, Dad in trouble on a program. Here it is at magic 11:34 o'clock, which is whenever I look at the clock. It's one of those times. Numerologist types have fun with that. The number 1134 haunts me. But so yes,
I did post about this on Facebook. Today, I was told that I should make sure that my supervisor and his assistant get a copy of everything that I have done for the company since I got the quality assurance job. And just out of curiosity, I went to the directory and I pulled up properties, and it loaded and loaded and it's 7.62 gigabytes. And I looked at that number and I go, this is going to trigger somebody. And then I thought that was a bad joke there, and I thought it at the same time, and I'm going, I don't care. Oh, I just told him I had to upgrade from an 8 gig USB drive to a 16 to be able to hold everything, because thumb drives are not what the number says on them. There's always somewhat less. So
Right.
I filled up an 8 gig thumb drive and then had to go to a 16 gig thumb drive, and there's lots of room left. So in the next 90 days, who knows what I'll create.
I just ordered a 10-pack of 8 gig flash drives, so I can make both a Windows restore and a Linux restore USB, and then distribute them to my family.
Yeah, that way they don't have to phone you in the middle of the night. Hey,
Just
I can't watch
drive-
Last Man Standing. Put the thumb drive in.
Put thumb drive A in. Which one's A? The one that has an A on it.
A what?
Well, I actually,
Now you're jumping to the punchline.
A, where's Zach when you need him?
A.
Because that could confuse Zach.
I could just write down who I'm giving the drives to and what color drives I'm giving them, because of all the drives are different colors, so I can actually keep track. Okay, you want to put in the green drive. I just got to make sure I don't give them to someone who's colorblind.
This can happen.
You want the medium gray drive, not the dark gray drive.
Here's what you do. You get yourself a picture of Dolly Parton real small and a picture of Elvira. And you put well, Dolly can be Windows, Elvira can be Linux, and you just tell them which one to go for. Yeah, see, there's nothing wrong with that plan. That is the yin and yang that hold our universe together. They manifest as duct tape.
You have met my wife, and you know exactly how jealous she is. If I tried downloading pictures of either of those two, do you think I would survive?
I think.
Briefly.
Ooh, I'm not going to say it. I'm going to be good. See, did you catch me? I actually caught that. I had to...
Mm-hmm.
And he body slams his super ego. Hold
yeah.
on.
I'm here yet.
Okay. I thought you were having problems.
I am having problems, but I'm still here.
Am I the only one who thinks that Dawn would make a great ship's voice in a sci-fi? I think that would just be awesome. Yeah, I'm here. You know, like the Enterprise.
What do you want this time?
What do you want?
I don't know what's going on. My tablet suddenly does not, for the last few weeks, not like StreamYard.
I can just hear you. I can't. You're yelling at your engineer. The tablet's not working. I'm aware of this. Oh.
Get the mother. Oh wait.
Can't do that, Hal. Quit asking.
Replicate your own damn hot Earl Grey.
Shut up, Wesley.
I need to train an AI voice.
Well, Don just flipped
I need to train an AI voice
And that
to
didn't even
mimic
involve
Selma
ice cream.
Diamond's voice.
Yes, we're listening. Selma
I
Diamond's
need to
voice.
train an AI, the Selma from Night Court,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh,
have that
yes.
start speaking ship's computer lines. What are you, moron?
Oh my
Wait a
god!
minute,
I
you're
freaking
on this
give
ship.
up.
Have a
That
Man.
question's
conversation
moot.
that can last.
Guess what?
Who
This
do
is
we
what you guys
need
get. You
to
get
be
my
the
curtains
best?
tonight. I
Curtain
fucking give. Oh,
spoiled
excuse me.
again.
I fucking give up.
Uh,
You guys get my curtains in my head. Hi. Okay, I haven't quite.
So I'm torn between asking do your curtains match the rug. Anyway,
Hardwood floor.
I put that
Hardwood
together with
floor.
Don's head.
yes,
We
it
all
did.
get Don's
right
head?
there. Mhm.
Head? Did somebody say head?
I
I'll
got
take
sweet
some of
drizzle
that.
and Don's tacos. Things are going good, but no, okay.
Duct
Okay.
tape.
Because we all let's go through
Zip ties.
the people who need to be ships.
Need to be what?
I don't know. Is it time? Need to be the ship's voices on different shows or whatever. Because Gilbert Godfrey
Mhm.
is right there. I kind of would like Danny
Now-
DeVito. I think Danny DeVito would make a great ship's voice.
Oh,
Don't
come on. You
get
you
me
know
wrong.
the most popular ones would be Tim Curry and James Earl Long. Or wait a minute.
James Earl Ray?
No, that one I don't.
No.
I definitely don't want to hear that voice.
Darth Vader.
Do you?
Yes, that's
what,
the
do you,
one.
Do you want your ship
James Earl
sounding like
Jones.
Darth Vader?
James
No.
Earl Jones.
James
Thank
Earl
you.
Jones.
God,
Oh,
Christopher.
I'm too
I
young to
just
be
shared
this
her
senile.
name.
No.
No, we'd all die. We would all die if Christopher Walken was the ship's computer. Because I'm not saying I need to pause.
Captain, are you sure you want to go through the neutral zone?
Well, now I sound like Jeff
Shatner!
Goldblum.
Okay, that went more Shatner than Walken, but still.
That had a Goldblum-esque to it, though.
Yeah.
One of my
Yeah.
favorite bits about Walken is, the way he pauses, because it's like, the other day I beat my wife home from the store. Just has that
Yes.
pause there. It's like, you beat your wife? What the fuck?
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God. No, I can't remember the lady's name. But I just found out that Wilma Flintstone, the nurse, Hello Nurse, a whole bunch of, if it's a breathy, sultry cartoon character, it was all the same lady.
Yeah.
And I can't remember her name. I just shared it. I'm like, now that's how you keep yourself focused on what your computer is saying to you. You get somebody like her. Or Kathleen Turner.
Oh, Kathleen
telling you.
Turner.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I always wished I sounded like Kathleen Turner.
You haven't
But you
smoked
are
enough cigars
so-
yet.
Ma'am, you are so close to the world of Mae West that you can't, you just can't. Different subset of awesome, Just embrace it.
Oh, I have actually
William-
heard an interview with Betty Page.
Oh my God.
Oh, you
I mean,
know
what-
at Hallowcon you liked it when I came over and was showing you Betty Page pictures.
Oh yes, I probably had them all, but
It's nice to see them.
oh yes, it's always nice to see Betty Page. Ah. Oh,
I'm
that
trying-
reminds me. I actually have a cartoon for the Secret Humor group that she's in.
Man, I had thoughts.
I should post that. I should post that.
They are gone now. Please do.
Oh, You haven't
They're
seen
gone.
the cartoon yet. There was an app that you could use on your desktop or any other kind of computer back in the day that had a preset number of cartoon characters, and you could put word balloons and that would say anything in the
Yeah.
background. And people were in people in the Casebook Jack the Ripper group were in the JTR files were using these just to poke fun at all kinds of things. And I had a very, very good for the time graphics program, and I got tired of it all being in black and white. And all of a sudden, I started posting them fully colorized, and people were going, "How did you do that?" I go, "I'm terribly patient. That's how I did that." But there was one character that I had adopted as myself, who's just standing there with his wife calling from the other room that it was time to go to bed. And he was just putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, just having fun being on the computer. And finally, the end frame shows up for the cartoon, and it's Betty Page with a whip in her hand going, "Come to bed now." And the reply was, "Yes, dear."
I don't
And
want my night nurse.
Lindsay
Good
was
night, nurse.
one of the people
Old
that
Benny
had
Hill.
seen this before we ever got together. And it just kind of morphed into Betty Page was Lindsay after we got together.
This is me not commenting. This is me. That wall's real interesting right now.
Oh,
There's a comment for you in the private, Nick.
Oh my!
oh yes,
I just
yes,
I
yes.
just answered your question.
That's the
And
original. There would have been a second series because
Oh,
that's not
okay.
And there was actually photographs of the original cast for the Flintstones. It had all of them as themselves, and then all of them as their characters in the next frame.
Stop it.
I won't.
Sorry, not you.
That's not what you said last night.
At Hallowcon.
You're not the boss of me now. You're not the boss of me now.
I probably said a
Well-
lot of things at Hallowcon.
The kids decided it was playtime, and
Mm-hmm.
so far, Buddy has ran flat into the side of a box, and then yeah,
You know, you said your cats. You said Buddy, and I reached to put the picture up because I'm so used to, like I'm conditioned. You've mentioned your cats. I need to flash the picture I did for you up.
Wrong
The
show.
name I was looking for was Tress McNeil, and it's spelled with a couple
Oh,
2 L's and an E at the end. She's something else.
that picture.
Yeah. Oh, that is so cool. Okay. I love the movie Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and that has like the Mr. and Mrs. Smith cover look. I love to see that. It's like I'm still in utter delight that I was getting text from a guy who has an art commission with me, talking about how much he and his grandkids were having fun playing BSR, and I'm trying to be a mature and rational adult. I'm on the stream. I'm doing this. I'm playing BSR. So I love seeing art used. That's what it's for. That's
Mhm.
awesome.
Yeah, that's when I swipe open my phone, I see the kids every time that you drew. Look at he's
That literally
teasing.
like makes me do a happy dance. I'm not being facetious. That sort of thing just.
Does it make you want to go?
You know,
I get it.
People talk about.
I'm not,
Go ahead.
no, come on. You're fine.
People talk about graceful as a cat. They have never met my Callie.
They've never met Georgette either.
We have what we call the servant stairs up the back because they're very narrow, kind of and steeper than the beautiful front staircase.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it's on the tile that goes into the kitchen. And cats don't get a good grip on tile. And so
No.
the kids do what we around here call feet don't fail me now. So Calvin is standing at the bottom of the servant stairs. And all of a sudden he does a feet don't fail me now to go up the stairs. Now you would expect the moment he hit those carpeted stairs that he would go right up to the second floor, right? No. He gets to the second step and bangs his little head into it and falls down, and there he is. And wonderful mom that I am, when I see this happen to my little fur baby, I laugh my ass off.
Okay, Donna,
As
you have
you do.
broken me.
You do.
And I'm almost afraid to mention it, but you're referencing Rochester on the servant stairs. It's so, and I have to go. Are you pulling this from Jack Betty or the Topper movies, or both? Out of curiosity,
Kind of both. I mean, that's what I watched when I was a kid.
No, see, the Topper movies introduced me to Joan Blondell, and I still,
I wondered who was responsible for that.
Well, I mean, I've been consistent. My dad asked me who I wanted as a babysitter when I was 3 years old, and he was expecting me to mention, an aunt or the neighbor or something like that. I went and got the TV guide, and I pointed at Dolly Parton.
Okay, this is what I'm looking at from this angle.
I was trying to figure out what you were taking a picture of.
Well, Charco gets up on the banister. Beautiful, graceful kitty cat walking along the banister. Perfectly balanced. Calvin gets up there, and he's like a bad acting tightrope walker because he's just doing this, and that's why when we see him up there, we go, "Oh no, get down, don't fall," because it's 10 foot to the bottom.
You can install nets that your even Carl's head won't touch, that the cats would fall into. But then they start doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Into a little tube like they do in the apple plants. Oh.
The picture I showed, that was Buddy. That's my graceful cat, because there's no way in hell Georgette could sit up there and do that. She would have fallen off by now.
I got a picture for you to pull up, Dan. This kind of goes back to the car we were looking at earlier.
Okay.
Oh my.
Is it that hot?
LEDs.
Yes. No.
Someone thinks it's LEDs, but that engine is that's an
Kind
exhaust.
of warm.
That's what the tires. Why I said I did not like those tires. When they were green, they were okay.
No.
Get your engine to match
The
your tires.
system is about to be very dead.
Oh, so ahoy, Captain Hollifield.
Captain.
Oh.
Well, this guy spelled it correctly.
Captain.
Oh, wow. Thank you. You had kept threatening to pop into the show, and I was going, oh, Lord, I hope it's a good one. Otherwise, you're going to be terribly disappointed. We're having a nice, friendly chat. You should have popped into Stupid O'Clock.
That's
That
just
one was a
Trey
little bit
there.
wild tonight.
Well,
That's
this-
Trey was there.
I was going to say Trey was there, and Zach.
Oh, this
And
is one of
George.
Trey
the
brings
church
up the
clamp.
best in all of us.
this
Yes,
is
he
one of my
does.
favorite YouTube experts on cheesy movies. He has the expertise in
Oh, you have my
50s,
undivided
40s,
attention.
50s, 60s movies, sci-fi movies
Oh,
that Skunk does in horror movies.
Ah.
I mean, if you would get the two of them
I
together,
understand.
nobody would ever get a word in edgewise or attract their attention for anything unless somebody's drink was empty. Um,
That is the
it's
peak
nice
era
to see you, my
of
friend.
filmmaking. If it doesn't have fishing line and you can't see it, what's the point of having a monster movie? I mean, really, Oh God, that's delightful. That's so delightful. Because
Oh,
now I want to
I
watch the Killer Shrews, like bad.
I highly recommend the Wacky World Lounge channel to anybody.
I need a note. I need to pull out a note. Hold on, because I need to remember that so that I can watch it and then promote it. Stop it. I mean, go on. Hold on.
Wacky
Oh, sir,
World
you got-
Lounge.
Wacky World Lounge, yes. And
The- Wacky World Lounge.
Wacky, I can't type.
it's highly recommended. I enjoy it immensely. The guy's got a very cool sense of humor. He's very laid back presenter. And
Hey, Josh.
oh, and there's Josh too. Yeah. Good evening, Josh. You're
I'm
gonna
on
have
my
to go
old-
back and watch Stupid O'Clock too, because that was a really good one. We don't know
Since I
we don't know where
I
some of that stuff came from, but something Eldritch was involved.
Since
All
I'm on
I
my
know is
super old
when I-
phone, I can't see any
Any of the
comments. So
comments?
y'all gotta share them.
Oh,
Otherwise, I'm gonna
that's
be
fine.
sad. Hi, Josh.
we got. God, I'm like, we got greetings. We've got.
Thanks.
Hi, Wacky World. God, I feel like it's the morning. I get to sleep before. It's like there aren't that many comments. We're okay. I hope my computer stays awake until then, but
I'm starting to fade, so I'm going to call tonight. That and I want to make sure
You
I'm
just
up early enough to. Well, yeah, I plan on stealing the cat from my wife.
I was going to
that's
say.
it. You just want to steal the cat. That's all we know. We know that. By the
I
way,
just
he's
wanna
freaking
pet the-
adorable.
We'll let you guys decide what the next word was going to be there. You didn't hear me, Don?
Mm-mm.
I just want to pet the.
Oh, okay.
And I'll let you decide whose it is. Anyway, I'm going to get some sleep, and that way I can make sure I am up early enough in the event that Nick's machine decides to go boink again.
And your cat's name is Hobo, so that could be really bad.
trailers for sale or rent, rooms to let. Oh wait, never mind.
I
Ain't got no
don't
cigarette,
think the rooms are
Correct.
what are going for 50 cents.
but he does
um,
have a vape.
Oh Lord!
Okay, I
And
need-
yes,
I
we
need
just
to
freeform
help
and talk all over everybody.
Taco?
What'd you say,
Did you
Nick?
say taco?
Need to help out Dawn desperately. So Dawn doesn't know it, but she just commissioned an emergency picture
Uh-oh.
real quick, and she commissioned this picture for me to do for Josh. because she can't see me. There you go.
There you go, Josh. That's from Don.
That's from Dawn. Don't say I don't love y'all. Anyway,
The title is Tennessee Birdwalk.
I'm not even going to ask. I'm just going to hit Leaf Studio. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
See you, Joe.
Looking forward to it.
See you, Joe.
Good night, Joe.
it is so strange to do a program where I'm not shamelessly promoting. Like, my hand keeps reaching for the book pile, and it's not even my books. It's just, like, Satisfied by Brian K. Morris. Have you read it?
Yes, I have.
Woodstock Dreams
Woodstock
by
Dreams.
Donna. Donna, Carl, and who's the other person? Help me, Donna.
Nicole something.
Something.
Oh.
That's her pen name, and I'm not used to it.
Stephanie.
Here's one you guys probably haven't read.
Donna, Stephanie, and Carl.
Haunted Junk Drawer. I've got about 7 of those.
13 Objects and Strangeness by Eric Bartholomew. Delightful gentleman I met at the American Library Association. And these are very good short stories. I'm totally not sponsored. The guy doesn't know I'm doing it, but, I looked at my pile of... I have books that I keep around solely for reading while I'm waiting for computers to function. Because they shouldn't do what they do, but, sometimes I have to pull out,
How many copies of War and Peace have you got?
Okay, I used to joke that
everybody's got to pull out sometime.
Not till the alarm clock goes off.
I didn't hear no bell.
You time it?
No, we have to put,
If you're trying to have a baby, does that mean you set the egg timer? Boom.
I almost went Donna, hashtag egg timer. Oh, wait, wrong show. But
all I have
to write it down
is,
and she'll say it tomorrow night.
all I have to do is mention it in the green room.
Oh, goodness gracious.
No. Yeah, Josh, we love you. Anyway.
I have the most interesting friends.
We love Josh, and you can too for $39.95.
Oh, have you seen the new 3D printed hand? There is a 3D printed hand that looks like this, and it looks like it's missing a very important finger. Till you flick it, and it telescopes out about this far. Like a lightsaber.
That's for getting
I
the point
want
across
that.
to very dim people.
And I saw that your force is as big as
It
mine.
was one of those. I saw it as a reel, but I go to click it, and you know how reels will sometimes disappear on Facebook, and you can never find them again. You just fall into that realm. But this guy's watching the 3D print go, and it looks like a hand. I'm going, is he putting a bottle in it? I'm expecting. It goes flick, and that it's got a 2-foot finger because they're.
I need one of those.
A 2-foot finger.
I need to get the
You need a
SPL for
2-foot
that
finger,
because I
Aunt
plan
Donna?
on buying a 3D printer soon.
Well, if you find out how to fix them and get them to work by reasonable things, hold on, I might have need of the expertise because that's what one of mine is, and the other it was given to me in parts. Hi, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hello,
I
Nicholas.
look down, I look up, and Chris is there.
I looked down. I was
Hi.
going to say something to Donna, and Chris was suddenly there, and because
I
of
water
it
bottle
looking
behind
like the image ported in, it looked like he jumped from behind your chair.
Mhm.
Oh.
You get how
Now that's suggestive as all get out.
all I can think is Donna. Don, hi, how you doing?
Hello, sailor.
You're doing very well. Anyway,
Oh, I'm glad you're still breathing, Josh. Was wondering after you posted that photo of your gal's posterior.
Yeah, that I'm not quite sure how you're alive after that one, Josh.
Does she even know that exists?
I think he spoke to her.
I didn't see nothing, don't know nothing. I wasn't even there.
After the 55th invitation to OnlyFans, she probably does. Yeah, it's still breathing.
I don't know, but Uncle Carl was very appreciative.
Yeah.
I don't think there was anybody who wasn't appreciative.
Except for probably his wife.
Yeah.
Okay. Wacky Road Lounge has said, I've listened to the last 4 Last Man Standings, but I'm still new to the Holoverse. What a term. I love the Holoverse. Anyway, what is Stupid O'Clock? Would one of you explain that, please?
Okay. Now, Last Man Standing is basically the after party for Stupid O'Clock.
Yeah, it's the after show.
Stupid O'Clock is something that got started during lockdown when people couldn't actually go to conventions without lots and lots and lots of prophylactic procedures, but that doesn't sound right at all.
Well, people just couldn't go because they were banned.
The conventions were shutting down. So it's basically the kind of conversations that you would hear in a hallway or a hotel lobby or at a room party at a convention, because all of us that were involved at the time were heavily into going to different sci-fi conventions and whatnot. And we are all, shall we say, outspoken and differently humored, and probably certifiable. And when you get us all together, it's kind of the conversations could be anything about what movie is coming out now to
food trucks. We talked about food trucks one night.
Food trucks.
Yeah.
John talks about blowing stuff up when he was in the army, and lots of other things, because he's not a single interest fan. He likes blowing up stuff even when he isn't in the army.
He doesn't like ice cubes.
He doesn't like ice cubes down his back. But it's
I'm sorry, his face.
I know we didn't get to see the face because his back was to the 3 of us that were.
That's all right. You weren't watching the waitress that witnessed it.
I was too busy making sure I got it in the right shirt. I don't think Chris knew what the hell was going on.
No. I was too busy enjoying my hash browns.
He was sitting there getting ready to take a picture of the group, and all of a sudden he just sat straight up, and his eyes got about that big around, and he jumped out of there, and Carl's like, he really wants to take that picture, and he kind of wiggled.
Did the ice cube down the back dance? Yes.
All the way down the back, since his shirt was tucked in.
Because he had a sweatshirt and a t-shirt on, and at first it just was going to go down the sweatshirt. I'm like, oh hell no, t-shirt too.
All the way down.
Like I said, this is the after party for Stupid O'Clock. Lord.
And they like reminiscing about fun stories and practical jokes and events that happen that still make people laugh even after they've been told half a dozen times.
Oh yeah, and
the Ice Cube
favorite writers and current events and anything, but it's there's no set topic for either show. It's just whatever we come up with. It's stream of consciousness in both shows. Or
And they do talk about
barely
rocket
conscious
science.
in my case, but
I don't know. I'm not one for nonsense. You're not one
I've
for
seen your
nonsense.
show.
Bullshit, Nick. Bullshit.
No,
No.
he's
I'm
reading
reading
that.
the comment.
Oh,
I'm tired and I'm in front of the screen. I'm confused why I don't have a Hawaiian shirt and I'm not running the thing.
but it was even funnier that you quoted him and I called you out saying bullshit because we know you like nonsense.
Oh,
I have a 4-foot long bone dragon next to me. I mean,
I
you
thought you were
had
going to
it-
pull out one of the swords after 4 foot long, because
Believe it or not, they do talk. We do talk about serious subjects from time to time.
Yeah,
It's not all
there's even
nonsense.
there's even a subset of the folks that hang out in both shows that do what's called armchair rocket science, and they're all about watching the latest rocket launches. There's a young fellow from Canada who's going to be headed down to the Space
Texas?
Coast and going to be witnessing history if it ever happens.
Nice hat,
And hopefully
Rich.
not getting killed this time.
And yeah, hopefully the rocket's not going to blow concrete at him this time.
Hopefully not.
He wanted us to think that was
okay, I have
concrete that was all over him.
And this may borderline being a green room question, but I have to ask it at the risk of offending people. The guy's name is
Offending?
Elon Musk.
Yes.
His program is SpaceX.
Mm-hmm.
How is there not some kind of low budget adult film parody out there about, with a name like Elon, like Long Musk and SpaceX? I'm just confused here.
And the
Because
shape
this
of his
probably-
rocket. Have you seen the shape of his rocket?
Yeah, well, I think everyone has seen the shape of his rocket, and it's bigger than Bezos. Anyway,
Mine's better, Rich.
Nick, he's probably
He's a
got better
billionaire
lawyers
and he's got lawyers out the
That's so
parking lot.
Rich, mine's better.
Oh, the Grand Poobah.
Where did mine go?
Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh, they're way over there. How am I going to reach that? Okay, I got sword.
Watch out, Nick's going to kill a chair.
No, I will be doing damage to a stool in the near future because it has allied itself
Fine
with my
stool.
fellow art purposes. Pumpkin.
Don't go to Taco Bell, Nick.
Don't go
Or
to-
the other taco place that doesn't have a spot in the back end.
Wow.
What is it, Dan, that doesn't have a back end?
It doesn't have a parking lot except in the front. That's the taco stand on Millage Avenue.
Would that one say, Rich? Remember, I've got a little teeny phone right now.
We don't keep them around here.
Good.
And
We
Josh,
don't kink shame. Yes, we don't kink
There,
shame.
can you read it now, Don?
I can read it now.
and Josh, the tip comes off.
Well,
Well,
if
yeah,
you do
the
it
tip has to
right.
come off for extra penetration. But
Oh shit! I gotta put it back on. Now we got a whole bunch of horny stuff going on here.
I love
And Chris, I actually used this during last show. During
cool.
Stupid O'Clock.
Okay.
Awesome.
Anybody else
missed
feeling
that.
horny tonight?
I just like Aunt
Mine's way
Donna's
over
little
there.
title. I just like Aunt Donna's little title. I'm here to help
Jesus,
Zach.
do you want me to read that?
Well, Zach says,
Oh, okay.
why am I
Why
here?
am I here?
So
And of
I
course-
changed mine to, I'm here to help Zach.
My second most
And then
famous.
And then he
doesn't
doesn't show up.
That's it. No more help for Zach. He's on his own. Poor little
And
boy's
my-
gonna have to learn what 8 gallons is on his own.
My second most famous son.
the Canadians have been worried we're going to let them have to deal with the Russians on their own for a long time. Anyway,
Don't bring up
Yeah,
the most
well-
famous one, right?
Oh, Rich, Carl and I thought up a Munsey sign for you. 10 points is 10 points.
Well,
Okay,
no.
this is hot.
Of course, Don, the most famous one is this.
Oh, okay, thank you. I was hoping it wasn't going to be the other one.
And since
Or the
you
other
said
one.
that,
Or the other
Or the other one. There's 3 of them that I figured was going to be there. Good, take
He's
a drink now,
looking for
Chris,
it
because you might
now.
spit it out. Oh, no, that's not it.
No, that's just his response.
There it is.
Yo.
Chris missed it.
Oh Lord.
Oh, we've been joined by Kim Jong-ilist. Speaking apparently in Russian.
Russian?
You've got a Russian bot.
Mhm.
Welcome to America, comrade.
Yeah.
Привет.
Oh, Josh is actually smoking a
Oh,
cigar.
I haven't used that button in ages. Wait a minute. It banned Josh
Yeah.
by mistake.
You banned
Oh,
Josh. Oh my
You
gosh.
hit the wrong one. You banned Josh.
Unban Josh.
You banned
Don't
Josh,
keep
you bastards.
I'm trying to undo it, but it won't let me.
If you ban Josh, he's not going to send pictures of his wife's butt to everybody anymore.
I'm sorry. He posted something and it
Oh.
flapped up
It
when I was
flipped.
trying to ban Goofy from Korea.
Russia. I recognize
Russian,
the alphabet.
Korean.
I can't
He
undo
did
it
look like Cyrillic.
Why
Oh,
can't
crap.
you undo it?
because there's not an undo button.
Then where's Joe when you need him?
I
You
don't
know how
think
to
Joe can
unban?
even
In bed
undo
with
this.
his pussy.
Both pussies.
You better be
I wonder
in
if
him
John
and-
knows.
What does Don know?
I said, I wonder if John knows how to undo it.
Oh, John.
Yeah, Scarborough.
I'm messaging
Yeah.
Josh to let him know that the ban was not on purpose.
No, his comment popped up while I was hitting the ban button for
Weird.
somebody else.
Kim Jong-il used him as a body shield. You know, it was just
That's
John
kind of
Wick. Oh, John, I barely do.
Yep.
He has chased this last storm.
Go to my
no.
go to myaccount.google.com/block list, and you should be able to unblock them.
Okay.
Okay, I sent
And
Josh
that's
a
going to
message.
work on StreamYard?
Well, you did it on YouTube, so you probably need to go to YouTube to do it.
Is this what I was thinking?
Well, Josh said he's still watching.
Yeah,
He was banned.
Just
Okay.
because you're banned doesn't mean you can't watch.
Okay.
It just means you can't comment.
Well, I wanted to make sure that he knew that he was not banned on purpose. Because maybe he went, them fuckers banned me, and then poofed away, and he would never know.
Because we are a very serious, orderly academic lot who, all the way.
You got the academic part right.
This is true. There's a lot of academics floating around here.
Just because you're academic doesn't mean that you can't be a little goofball.
Yes, and
I feel
artistic,
easily
talented
targeted.
writers and creative types.
What
It
the hell am
doesn't
I
say
doing here?
Josh, it says the creator official. I banned
Well.
God. That's news.
Yeah, I seriously think I'm playing Kim Jong-ilist over there. I'm telling you. Wow, man must have heard that joke because she was laughing from 2 rooms away. But yeah, Kim Jong-ilist must be laying down the
Thanks.
the band because that was just shady. It was shady.
Say who's the shady. Some shitty on the wrist shading.
Well, I'm not really on
Well, the
YouTube.
real
I'm on
Slim Shady
StreamYard,
is-
so I need to look
That's
up
the
the
second.
StreamYard thing.
That's the second time I've quoted Eminem tonight.
I know.
I'm old. I'm old.
No,
So
no. It just looked
Josh
like we
said
all
they
needed
done me like a
one
they done
person.
they done said they done me like Bill. Easy for me to say.
Wow.
Nah.
What?
No,
What are you
that
brawling about?
Because it feels
Hi,
without
baby
thee.
girl.
It always feels lonely without you.
Oh, here comes baby boy.
Kelby!
Come here, one of you.
I don't know where my
All my
breath
cats
went
are
now.
curled up. I'm actually waiting this weekend to get my replacement mattress delivered because we have a warranty on mine. It decided to implode on my side
Get
of the
ready,
bed.
here she comes.
Oh
dear.
my goodness.
Oh my
Circle!
gosh!
Isn't she pretty?
Come on, show him those
Circle.
pretty eyes.
Oh, I
No,
miss
no.
Black
She's
Cat.
like, no, no, no.
Let her go. Let her be happy. Let her be free. She's beautiful. She's
I
great.
do too. I hadn't heard
That
Janet
hurt.
Jackson's song in so long.
Which song?
Black Cat.
Oh. I'm like, wait a minute.
We
Yes,
both
I
went
tried
down.
and it just went pew, right over y'all's heads.
And
That's
yet,
'cause
in all that struggling, she never scratched me.
Yeah.
That's love.
Aw. No, if it would have been her daddy.
Is that the
She
one of
doesn't
the
know.
ones you
You're
brought
thinking of
in?
Calvin.
Oh.
Was that one of the ones you brought in, Aunt Donna? How many total did y'all bring in?
So far, just the two. We have three more that, if it wasn't for the kittens, I think Kiddo would come right in.
Mm-hmm.
But the kittens are still a little bit like, not so sure about that.
Yeah.
And then
But,
their friend.
Yeah.
yeah. But Carl has gotten to where he has touched the two little ones.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care whether it's a boy or a girl. The black one is going to be little BB. Little black bastard.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I'm sorry, Josh. I can't undo it. I don't see any way to undo it whatsoever. Joe Dog's going to have to take
You-
a
I
shot
think
at
that's
this
only
one.
for. I
No,
think
no,
that's only for this
the
show, isn't it?
window.
This show, okay. Well, as long as it's not permanent. Bugger.
Yeah, you can ask Joe Dog, but I think that is just for this show.
Well, I
I
hope
don't think
so.
it's a permanent thing.
Now I feel really bad.
It was an act. Look, it's not your fault. It was Korean interference through the Russians. I'm telling you.
Yeah, next time we get a bot, Josh, just wait a few minutes before you respond. That way they can be dealt with.
Yeah, really. Remember, I'm slow.
Get out of the line of fire.
What happens, okay, if you go into... Oh, wait, that's the guest list. Never mind.
See, you know what? That's the solution. If Josh had been here as a guest, he wouldn't have been in the chat. He would have been in a safe place with us. That's the whole thing. That's how it is. It's how it was. It was how it ever shall be. Wow, that's a deep cut even for me. I haven't.
Anyway, before I forget, Nick, it was so great seeing you on Stupid O'Clock. What little I got to see of it, and glad that you're sticking around for Last Man Standing tonight.
Oh well, once in a while, this was actually a field test to see if my bizarrely technomancied computer would function for a while. because by all laws it shouldn't be. It was black screen, blue screen of death, completely toast, and then it started doing things. And I don't know if the Matrix decided it owed me one after all the times it shanked me colossally, or what. But
There's
I,
no
I
telling.
literally watched words come blurring in, and I had a chance to get a command line, and I don't know how it happened. It's like it decided to try to boot up from the internet without any assistance,
Mm.
and just did things. So I'm like, okay, I'll turn it on, and I'll see some. And I didn't expect it to work, but if it didn't work, I'm not expected, no biggie.
Yeah. You got a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, absolutely, and I'm due for it, so I'm glad to have it happen. And
Pleasant surprise.
Well,
Pleasant being the key word there, Chris.
um, at the risk of having you repeat some stuff since I missed out earlier, tell me a little bit about LodgeCon.
oh, LodgeCon was a blast. LodgeCon was held in Peatone, Illinois, and it's a gaming and geek convention. We were invited to come merch there. We had it was a 2-day convention. But what's neat is the vendor hall went 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then they locked up the vendor hall so that we could go in and game for the next, I think, 2 or 3 more hours if we want to. It was more than Xander could handle, so we had to leave back to the hotel.
Yeah.
But I got to do Big Stompy Robots with a bunch of new people. I got to hang out with the Kankakee Amp Guard folks and, talk swords and stuff, and really actually slip back and see how they're playing with their toys and stuff. Had a great time. But while I was doing the previous show, my phone started pinging, and it was one of the guys who bought Big Stompy Robots was telling me about the games that he had been playing and how it had gone. And I'm like, that's really cool because it means people are enjoying blowing each other up on the top of the
Blowing each other up, Rich. Blowing each other up.
No,
I walked that so hard, and I didn't mean to.
Blowing each other up.
Well, finished cleaning out my cube yesterday because they're going to be renovating the floor that I'm on, and we're going to a new hoteling method at work where you sign up the day before and it tells you where you'll be sitting that day. No more permanent desks for folks who are only in once or twice a month.
I just want to share this really quick. Josh just wanted me to say, can't see it on Facebook, but it's okay. I know Dan didn't mean to do it. Tell everyone I'm going to check out since I can't interact, and we'll see y'all tomorrow night.
We'll see.
Okay.
You sleep well, and
Good night, Josh. Okay, go ahead,
Okay,
Rich.
Josh.
Sorry.
But one of the things I found during cleaning out 20 years worth of crap in my cube was the old color paper small BSR units from way back in the day, and a 4-inch lid that I had for when and dice that I brought to play BSR and practice BSR at work when things were slow.
I love that because the idea that people are having fun and gaming with as little as humanly possible both delights me and thwarts the megacorps. I mean, no, you should be spending $30. Like Games Workshop is selling miniatures for $1,000.
A miniature for $1,000. He froze.
That means we can probably sell for close to $1,200.
Wow.
Ladies and gentlemen, my co-host Billy No Mate.
Oh,
Billy!
And I can't, I don't care.
Oh, kitty cat.
Oh.
This is Lindsay's newest addition to the family, and he's been with us for about a year and a half or so.
Mm-hmm.
And he is he has been fixed, which is why this ear is notched, and he is feisty, which is why this ear has been missing a tip since before we met him.
Mm-hmm.
He don't take. He's like Texas toilet paper. He don't take no shit off nobody. Um,
It's like, yeah, damn
Sorry
straight,
about
man.
that.
Oh.
That is a beautiful kitty.
yes, he's basically gunmetal gray, and now he wants down. And if I want to retain use of several limbs, I shall let him do that. Ah, and later on tonight, he will be curled up in between uh, either myself and Lindsay or behind my knees while the dog is curled up between myself and Lindsay. And since the dog is about the size of a deer, kind of just it sleeps where it wants to. She sleeps where she wants to sleep.
Did you just
Um,
call Kimber it?
He did.
It wants to sleep where.
Well, so the cat and the dog get along?
the dog doesn't like it, but yeah.
Tolerates, right?
Apparently, the cat gets its way.
Yeah.
teeny tiny cat is very insistent,
Mm-hmm.
and Kimber is
Guys.
much younger. So
Oh yeah, you weren't here, Chris, when Dan was telling how the kitty had Kimber's bed, and Kimber was not happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
Lindsay's going, "You're gonna break stuff! Stop that dog!" And I'm going, "Okay, show hasn't started yet. Let me go." And had to bring the cat in behind the baby gate, which
Mm-hmm.
is there to keep the dog from going in the living room when Lindsay's
Mm-hmm.
trying to get cat food ready for the outdoor cats.
Mm-hmm.
And evidently, Billy is a little bit larger than the gaps in the baby gate, so
Cats
he
are
stayed back
liquid.
here.
Yeah, but someday she's gonna be able to just step right over it.
Kimber, yes. Billy, he could probably jump it if he was really insistent on it, but
Mm-hmm.
that thing's about waist high, and it's got metal slats that are about this far apart, and Billy's about this wide. So, um,
Cats are
Mm,
liquid.
I was gonna say, if he wanted to, he could get between them.
Mm-hmm.
Any place,
mm,
yeah.
any place a cat can get its head through, it can get the rest of its body through, unless it's
George, who was a fat ass.
diddles. Yeah, same reason.
Hey, I love that cat to death, and I miss him every day, but he was a fat ass, and he knew it.
He was proud of it too, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. And big old Tom. Soft kitty, orange kitty, fat ass ball of fur.
Mhm.
We had changed the words.
Well, I got a surprise tonight when I got home. Or,
Mhm.
no, it was earlier today. I was moving some stuff around outside, and I saw two little kitty cats go hiding underneath some things that I had under a tarp.
Like little kitty cats?
Yes, little kitty cats. I'm talking about just old enough to have their eyes open and be walking around getting into stuff and hiding when,
Yeah,
something's
teacup size.
Yeah.
hmm
So
So now, are you going to take in the two kitty cats like Strips and BB are going to have a home?
No, because I have to catch them first, and
Well, so did Donna and Carl.
the
He's
cats,
not.
the cats' parents move them around, so all of them.
at that age, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get them. Besides, I have two right now that are all I can handle.
Carl was
Where'd Nick
upset.
go? That's what Nick said. That's what Donna and Carl have said.
Carl was
Phew, that's how we
upset
pick
because Kiddo had been gone for
hmm
several days, and she came back, and yeah, his neck just got wonky. Um, he went to pet her, and she hissed, and I asked him if the two babies were there, and he said, "Well, yeah." And I said, "Okay, she hissed at the babies, not at you. They have been eating hard food, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're weaned. A kitten will try to nurse as long as mama's got, and even after mama doesn't have any milk."
Yeah.
She was just telling them, "You're not getting any more of me. You're eating hard food." There's not that she was mad at him. So yeah, we're trying to come up with a plan as to whether or not we want to use a safe trap, or I think we need to prop open the back door, put a little trail of food up there, and let them see their food dish
Yeah.
in the back porch.
Yeah.
And then when they're all in the back porch, somebody sneak around and shut the door. He's like, "I don't want that possum coming in." We're going to be watching because we need to watch for when the cats come in. And I don't think Kiddo would let the possum come in anyway.
We had a cat. Mom just called her Mama Cat. And Mom had the whole genealogy of offspring and all that. Well, Mama Cat wasn't the biggest cat, but even the biggest, baddest cats didn't mess with Mama Cat if Mama didn't want to be messed with.
Oh, I heard a ping. Oh, only one missing is Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Nick says he's gonna go to bed since he has to be up for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, why am I
Good night, Nick.
echoing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did everybody just get?
Just get what?
I was sitting here and all of a sudden my screen just went back to the home screen,
Hmm.
and for some reason my audio didn't reconnect.
Yeah, my audio's got an echo now. I can hear myself.
That's a side effect of Dawn. Not the most pleasant side effect, but
And now I hear Dan echoing.
Well,
everybody's
your
echoing because
picture's doing weird stuff, Donna.
Don. Leave it to you.
Take
Now,
care, Nick. Appreciate you joining in.
now, see, I muted Dawn and the echo went away. So
Yep.
No, I still hear it.
I unmuted Dawn.
Oh,
And here's somebody you came to help.
oh, hi Zach.
Hello, how's it going?
So, launch another rocket?
No.
Oh,
Well, there's one on the ground, but no.
Do a test run for armchair rocket science.
We were trying to prove if something was working. So I use another system that's similar to StreamYard for TLP,
Mhm.
and I have not found how to activate it that I can have 2 live streams running from their system to all of our channels at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Though it says I should be allowed to. So Joe thought the
Okay,
easiest way was
just let me
just to
test
hit
my
go
audio.
live and see what happens.
yes, there is no echo now, Dawn.
Yeah.
It's the ghost of Dawn. Oh,
There you
Yeah,
go.
so all you get is the top of my head tonight.
well, it's like most rockets.
So at
Just
least
a
my head
tip.
doesn't come off.
That one did.
Yes.
That was weird.
It's okay. I
Well,
can
then
just
again-
spray it back on.
Spray on head.
No.
Yes, Zach.
Thousands of teenagers are suddenly interested.
Super,
Donna,
super
do you
easy.
realize
Comes in an
what we
aerosol
did
can
not
now.
do tonight?
Yeah, I do.
Mm-hmm.
And the cult of Chris strikes again.
And his response was, mm-hmm.
Yes, Zach. I'm here to help you. How may I help you?
How much time do you have? And what's your hourly rate?
Darling, for you, I have eternity. And
I'm not sure that's enough time.
I may be easy, but I'm not cheap. I mean, that's for something else. Never mind.
Is there any Black Friday sales?
You're gonna wait till after
For
Thanksgiving?
what?
Can you imagine if he was there for Cyber Tuesday?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was Cyber Monday.
I couldn't
Oh, it was
until
Cyber
you
Monday,
said
Giving
that, but
Tuesday.
now I can. And
Cyber Monday, Giving Tuesday. My apologies. Okay, Cyber Monday?
Tuesday's gone with the wind.
Well, the good news, Zach, is that you're old enough that I can help you and not get into trouble.
13 was a little young.
Chris, help.
Zach, I don't know how much help I can be for you for that. If you got her eyes set on you, you might be in trouble.
Maybe there's a
You'll have-
coupon.
He'll hold your coat.
Chris is like, thank God they're leaving me alone.
Hey, Zach, I already got a cult, so
I've apparently been to one since I was a kid.
Oh
So
my God.
This one is slightly more fun.
Although
Yeah,
maybe just
yeah,
as
it is.
dangerous.
I don't know. Did you feel like you were in danger, Chris?
Shit, right?
yeah.
Did you say yeah?
I said nah.
Oh, I thought you said
okay.
yeah.
It was that southern accent that
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
you yeah. Nah.
sorry, I'm going through photos again of the camp. I forgot I had it open and I clicked on another one. It looks like it belongs in Utah. That's all I'll say.
Utah.
Do you still go to this church, Zach?
No. Well, not currently. I've been invited back.
They haven't
and
run out of
all
zip
you have
ties
to
yet,
do is look at the
obviously.
pictures and go,
Well, this was the camp, and I don't think the camp would ever have me back. So,
Thank God for small blessings, huh?
Ever
but
have you?
yeah, their GM got really. So I was supposed to be the chef for a summer, and before that was supposed to be going to China, but then I couldn't fund my China trip, so I resigned from that trip and then applied to work at the camp. And then while I was at the camp, I got a phone call that the Canadian government was going to pay for my trip for free. So I got offered a $17,000 trip to China for 17 days for free. So I went, You can find someone else to cook your frozen Eggos. Bye. And left.
And he celebrated.
Yeah. And I left them. I gave them 2 days more of my time. 3 days more of my time. I gave them plenty of time to find another chef.
Mm-hmm.
And the 2 years I had been there before, we never had a chef for more than 2 weeks. And most weeks, it was some random mom that showed up that was not supposed to be the chef that just stuck around because the chef didn't show up. And I was running the kitchen. So they could have survived for 2 weeks just fine.
Nice.
Ronald
And that led to
McDonald was busy that week.
Yeah, well, and that led to multiple emails being sent of we don't trust Zach, we don't trust his word, and yeah.
Hey,
That's another chapter from my book.
U.S. government was going to give me money to go to China.
Yeah.
Oh, better, the Canadian government, then they give nobody money.
Oh, wow.
Okay, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting.
That's even better.
And this was like a foreign trade mission. Like I was going with our government in partnership with the group that I was in to 4 cities in China on a trade mission with our foreign affairs minister.
Oh,
To meet with
nice.
like the biggest CEO in Beijing and like all these people. I was like, sorry, Christian camp loses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, what
Beijing
cities
is
did you go to besides Beijing?
Chengdu, Guangzhou, and Hong Kong. But Hong Kong doesn't count because we were only there for 30 hours.
Guangzhou, is that
30
formerly
hours
known as
in Hong
Canton?
Kong is quite a long time.
Guangzhou's about an hour and a half from, I think, was it an hour and a half? It's a few hours from Hong Kong. Canton, but there's Hong Kong, and then across the island from Hong Kong's the other one. That's where we're
Oh,
staying.
yeah, the big port. Yeah.
Yeah. So we were on the other side that from our hotel we could see the skyline. And of course, the one night we're there, we don't get to see the light show because it stormed. Very disappointing. But we Hong Konged as best as we could. We tried to find the Blue Room, and it took us 4 hours, 12 ferry trips, and we found out it was on the roof of the hotel next door to ours. But all the people that we asked
You got
thought it was
Hong
funny.
Konged.
All the people that we asked thought it was funny to make the group of 12 young white Canadians that were dressed to the nines go back and forth on the ferry until it was the last ferry of the night.
And then they told you.
And then they told us that it's... See the glowing blue room? It's there.
Yeah, really. The clue is in the name.
Yeah. It was fun. It was an interesting experience. Ho Hai in Beijing is fun if anyone ever goes. It is 3-level or 4-level bars that are the size of like street vendors around an entire fake lake district. So there's like 3,000 bars. And if you show up in a suit, all the owners come out with their menus and free drinks trying to get you in because they think you're rich.
And now Dan is looking for a suit.
No, I'm lost in an entirely different train of thought, but I'm going
about being Hong Kong.
Wait a minute. How do you Hong Kong somebody?
I guess it's better than me in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Wait till next year's Hallowcon.
This
All right.
one night in Bangkok.
I don't know how well this is going to show up, so this might look weird.
Oh my gosh. Too bad Justin. Too bad Julius couldn't see this.
It's recorded.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Well, he may not. He works 2 jobs, so he may not have time.
I get the feeling I'm going to be banned from the Wacky World Lounge now.
Sorry.
Oh, Rich. Oh, my God, Rich. I know somebody who will put that on a shirt and wear it. Julius.
Well, here's the thing. Before Hallowcon, most of these will end up as T-shirts.
Yep.
Call
Somebody's
me.
gonna
I
get
got a
another table.
distributor.
Uh-oh.
So are you gonna have to like take one off and put one on while you walk around, or you're just gonna be like layering? Or
No, he's just gonna have a box. He's gonna randomly sell them to people.
hey,
Well,
one shirt?
Would you like Dawn's taco, or would you like to heart some cock?
So I know that damn near everyone's going to want not the green room shirt. I know Donna and Dawn are probably going to want the Cult of Chris shirt.
Wait, the what shirt? Which one was that? What does that say on it? Remember, I have a really little screen. What does that say?
We love
the
Cult of Chris,
COC.
where C, O, and C of Cult of Chris are really big, and then the ULT, F, and HRIS for Cult of Chris are really, really tiny. So from far away, it looks like we love the cock.
Someone call Netflix.
Netflix. I've got
I'm just
Spielberg
glad
on the phone.
I'm just glad my Russian bot friends aren't here to see it.
Oh, they
Remember
are.
I had my fan club, Dan,
Yeah.
all the Russian bots saying,
Oh
Chris
yes,
is
yes.
here.
You told
Chris
me
is
about
here."
that.
I'll definitely be wearing this one around.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to change it though with inflation. $20 doesn't get you much nowadays.
But
You
20 bucks
did
is
go-
still 20 bucks.
You didn't grow up with a mother that grew up during the Depression. I can make 20 bucks go a lot farther than most people think.
Hey, Rich, you need to do one for our Latin American friends. You need to put 200,000 pesos is 200,000 pesos.
Oh.
Where's my list of shit?
There's another shirt for you.
He liked that one.
List of shit.
I know. How much was Don's tacos at the taco truck in pesos?
I don't know. I didn't take
Half
international.
you can't afford.
They came for the tacos and
Stayed for
Stayed for
Hallowcon.
came for the tacos and stayed for the cock.
Ay, caramba.
Oh. If my mother ever watches this show, I'm going to be disinherited. And an orphan.
well, hell, your
But-
brother got most of the good shit anyway.
Say that again?
I said, hell, your brother got most of the good shit anyway. What damn difference?
Because he walked off with it. Oh. That's all right. I still got the machine shop. I know how to use that.
That's good.
Excuse me.
And of course, I need to make this one for Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
definitely.
That's something we can do next year, Don.
What?
Every time we see Joe, we can scream, "Sweet drizzle!"
Sweet drizzle.
God, can you imagine?
And if we
me
see
walking in the same
Joe and
place?
yeah, I was just saying, if we see Joe and Chris walking together, we can go.
No.
And every dog in 6 miles is going to go, what the fuck was that?
No, they'll just go, oh, Hallowcon's back.
After last
minute.
year.
We
So
heard that last
Are
year.
you planning on attending next year, Zach?
Sure, fine. Pull my leg.
If you have nothing better to do.
If we're not launching people to the moon, which is highly doubtful, sure.
We can do that at Hallowcon.
Actually, WestJet just announced that it's starting, which is the airline I normally try to use, flights to Atlanta from Edmonton. So
Oh wow.
You can take room transportation up to Chattanooga. We can pick you up there.
Yep.
Makes it easier. And I think we have Nashville some of the part of the year too. So
Really? I
they
mean,
the annoying thing is they turn most of it off for the winter, which is like, but that's when all the snowbirds want to go south. Why are you stopping?
Yeah.
because they can
Because
make
that's
more
more
money.
de-icing they have to do.
Oh, boo-hoo.
Yeah, Misty and I are trying to figure out whether we want to drive down or whether we want to fly down to Chattanooga and then just rent a car and take it over.
Yeah.
De-icing is the
Well,
worst.
if it's less expensive for you to go to Atlanta, take room for transportation up to Chattanooga, we can pick you up there.
Definitely.
Sounds
And the
like a
folks at Groom
plan.
Transportation are really nice. I know firsthand.
Awesome. The nice thing is, if I was coming for that too, I'm not going to have like 3 suitcases worth of gear with me either, which will make it easier to travel as well. Like it'd probably be like my big backpack and like a duffel bag. So
Oh, come on. We want all your gear.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
you can't handle my gear.
Excuse
Mama
me,
said
Jack.
let her be the judge of that.
Challenge accepted.
Your ego can't cash.
Oh,
Oh, honey, I've seen bigger than that. I've played with bigger rockets than that.
5 feet? Okay.
So, Rich, can you imagine poor Carl having to deal with me and Donna all the way down there and all weekend, all the way back, and then he had Dan and Chris that didn't deal with us sporadically through the weekend.
Why do you think he's not here? He's in therapy. He's still broken.
he's a therapist. He can't be broken.
Therapist of
That's not
therapy.
legal.
No,
Ask any TV show in history.
most therapists are broken. The default human condition for the past 100 years has been be a greedy, curmudgeonly bastard. So if they're wanting to help people, by default, they're broken.
Damn,
Hey,
I didn't know I was a therapist.
Hey, Dan, did you see the Wacky World Lounge's reply?
Oh yeah. Already boarding up the windows and doors. Yeah, it's
For a
a
totally
pesky zombie
unrelated reason.
apocalypse. They schedule it for Thursday this week.
For a totally unrelated reason.
Yeah. I got some explaining to do, Lucy.
Did you like my pesos idea, Rich?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote it down. That's
listed
what spawned the "Where's my list of shit?" Yeah.
You might have to change it to 500,000 pesos, though.
I'll figure out what the correct conversion rate is.
No,
Can you do a
I was just
Canadian
saying
dollar
that
one?
because it'd be.
A Canadian.
1750 is 1750.
A toonie is a toonie.
But a loony's a loony.
Okay.
At least we got rid of
Takes
our.
one to know one.
No, now my brain's like, okay, maybe I need to make one for euros, one for
British
one
pounds.
for
A pound is a pound. I like that idea.
Shillings ain't what they used to be.
Oh
You
my.
could do the yen.
If you do that, your party boys call a criminal.
I just need to make sure I don't mix up the text as I'm creating these shirts so it doesn't say a pound is $20.
Yeah.
Or do you?
Or if you got a yen, I've got $20. Yeah.
A pound is
He
20
He
bucks.
can make
Yeah.
a limited production run of those and charge more for those because they're special.
I get 20 bucks for a loony. Oh, wait. I get 20 bucks for a toonie.
No, that's not right. I don't even think I have a tune here to throw at you.
Oh.
Oh dear. It's getting to be
Yes.
that time.
It's getting there.
We're getting it.
Oh Lord, it's way past there. And
Uh,
It's 12:59.
Oh, Zach was doing it's almost the end of the show. Saw it.
on
yes.
an unrelated note, I was sitting minding my business Tuesday and I get this text. I don't know what Cuppa is up to, but it cannot be a good thing. Only Don knows what that's in reference to.
So what did you say?
I don't know what Cuppa is up to, but it cannot be a good thing. The book you just read?
Juppa.
Yeah.
I don't even know the last book I just read.
She's froze. It was
It
that
looks
good.
like it, yeah.
Yeah, she's
Or she malfunctioned in software uninstalled.
Don recently read my book, Woodstock Dreams, mine and Carl's, and was commenting on it, and I'm
Again.
like, I'm very grateful because one person in particular keeps, and I won't name any names, but BKM, keeps saying how wonderful, what a great writer I am, and how wonderful my books are, and I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, you haven't read any of them yet.
Mhm.
And I'm so tempted to say, what did you like best in that book? But
Oh Jesus.
I
That was
haven't
not
yet.
me.
No, we just had the same haircut.
Okay, so yes. I don't know what Cuppa I figured out what Cuppa was up to and he got his comeuppance.
Did he though? Did you like the way that happened?
Yes.
That was a brilliant plan. Yes.
Mhm.
Woodstock Dreams,
So-
sex, drugs, and rock and roll. What more do you want?
Mhm.
Oh yeah, the gangsters.
Oh, so the OG Coachella.
You say OG once more, and it's going to cost you so much next year.
Mm.
Isn't that a good thing?
Get off my lawn, you little
That it's the
bastard.
original and not a remake?
Well, that's true. You can't remake me, that's for sure.
But for whatever.
Didn't they try to bring Woodstock back like a couple years ago?
They had a 25-year reunion,
Okay.
which is what
And then they had a
which is why the three of us decided to do this book. We each took a character.
Mhm.
It's about three people who were at the original Woodstock together, went their own way, and then came back together to help with the reunion.
Okay, cool.
And it's very twisty, and Madame Star is a very sexy lady who she reads the I Ching, she reads tarot cards, she's the gypsy of the group. She lives in Greenwich Village, of course. And do not call her Doris.
from Iowa.
Mm-hmm. And it brings in one of her ex-husbands, and she thinks she's married to Cuppa. And they find out that Cuppa is,
A cup of piece of shit.
well, yeah. I'll just say right now, he's using the reunion to bring in drugs. And they find out about it. And with a very ingenious plan, everything comes together, and the reunion is still going to happen because of who one of the characters is.
And because everybody at Woodstock was a bunch of stoned out hippies that are nothing now. That's the thing. Everybody's
I don't know. Sunshine and Freedom towed the line after a while. Sold out in
yeah, but that's what I mean. People aren't always what they seem.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a second coming of age for a couple of them.
Cool.
People
And that's
aren't
why
always what they
when
were
I-
yesterday either.
But that's why I said too that I'm glad I read it in my 40s because for me, I'm about the same age as what the characters were back in '94,
Mm-hmm.
and it really that hit hard because it's kind of like going, oh shit, I'm kind of going through some of this shit right now.
Mhm.
I mean, I wasn't at Woodstock, and I was, but it's like, fuck, I know what it feels like to be what they're feeling. So
Mm-hmm.
now I got to transpose that into a paragraph and get my review done.
And I
Well-
really appreciated how you said that the three of us blended together. And I think it worked out very nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Dan's got to go to work tomorrow, so
Yep.
Yep. On that note, folks, it's time to tell a bedtime story. Yes,
Yep.
Dawn?
Go good, guys.
I say goodnight
She was
Oh,
waving me
good night.
goodbye.
because I'm doing my shark thing going on tonight.
Good
Dun
night,
dun
everyone. Go good,
dun
guys.
dun 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 dun.
See, most of you, if not all of you, tomorrow night.
Yes.
Good night.
And even Lindsay. Briefly.
Cool.
She's saying she's not going to fire up her own camera. She's just going to stand behind me and wave and then leave in shyness. But
But that's
you've
a
met
big
her, you know
deal for
better.
One
her.
step.
That's a
That's
big deal
step
for
in-
her.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yes.
Tiny steps.
Yep.
Well, folks, thank you, and we shall see you anon.
Yep.
And
Night,
if I
everyone.
don't see you anon, you will know my name tag, and I'm going to be going, hello, I'm Dan. I do a show on YouTube, and it's been at least 3 hours since my last broadcast. And
Story
Good
about
night,
life.
everyone.
Night,
Go
folks.
good, guys.
Transmission overload. System will shut down. will shut down. System will shut down. System will shut down.